Action. Good morning, dear friends, all dear students. Welcome to the 18th lecture of Applied Mechanics. So today we are going to discuss about the problem based on the double purchase scrap metal. In the previous lecture, we have discussed what is exactly double purchase scrappage. Double purchase scrappage exactly काय असतं हे आपण डिस्कस केलंय. त्यानंतर त्यावरती एक प्रॉब्लेम देखील आपण डिस्कस केला. सो आजच्या लेक्चर मध्ये आपण त्याचाच एक थोडा टफ वर्जन ऑफ एक्झाम्पल बघूया. ओके, सो नाउ यू कॅन सी हियर. सो फर्स्ट थिंग, ॲज आय ऑलवेज टोल्ड यू, कधी पण एक्झाम्पल दिल्यानंतर काय करायचंय की एक्झाम्पल वाचून घ्यायचे नीट व्यवस्थित, कारण की कधी पण एक्झाम्पल मध्येच तुम्हाला काय एक्झॅक्टली काढायचंय ते पण दिलेलं असते आणि त्यासाठी जेवढेही लागणारे रिसोर्सेस आहेत किंवा जेवढेही टर्म्स आहेत त्या तुम्हाला प्रॉब्लेम मध्येच दिलेले असतात. तुम्हाला ऍडिशनल काय करायचं असते तर फक्त दिलेलं तुमचे जे पण फॉर्म्युलेज आहेत जे तुम्हाला माहित आहेत ते तुम्हाला त्यामध्ये अप्रोप्रिएटली अप्लाय करायचे असतात. ठीक आहे. So first thing, read the problem carefully. So what problem said to us? A double purchase scrap. Here direct problem मध्ये मेंशन केलाय डबल परचेस स्क्रॅप, म्हणजे आपल्याला डबल परचेस स्क्रॅपचे फॉर्म्युले यूज करावे लागतील. ठीक आहे. Used in a laboratory has the following dimensions. वेगवेगळे फॉलोइंग डायमेन्शन्स आपल्याला दिलेले आहेत. काय दिले? डायमीटर ऑफ द लोड ड्रम 160, लेंथ ऑफ द हँडल 360 mm, number of teeth on pinions 20 and 30, number of teeth on the spur wheels 75 and 90. When tested, it was found that an effort of 90 Newton was required to lift a load of 1800 Newton and an effort of 135 Newton was required to lift a load of 3150 Newton. Determine law of machine. Second, probable effort of to lift a load of 4500 Newton. Third, efficiency of the machine in the above case. And four, maximum efficiency of the machine. So here we have to find out the four terms. So first thing you have to do, you have to write down the what? Given data. So here you can see given data. Given data, right? So first, diameter of the load drum. So आपल्याला d दिलाय, right? बट आपल्या प्रॉब्लेम फॉर्म्युला मध्ये आपण काय यूज करतो? रेडियस यूज करतो, बरोबर? रेडियस फॉर्म्युला मध्ये रेडियस दिली आहे. सो यू कॅन राइट हियर रेडियस ऑफ द लोड ड्रम, और यू कॅन राइट डायमीटर ऑफ लोड drum, that is nothing but d is equal to how much? 160. It is a 160 mm, right? Or we can write it we can convert this diameter into radius. How we can convert it? By dividing this diameter by 2. Okay, so here you can write radius of load drum, that is nothing but r is equal to किती? 80 mm, right? So after that, the second thing we have given, that is nothing but the length of the handle. So length of handle direct दिलेला आहे आपल्याला, that is the length of handle. What it is? L is equal to how much? 360 mm. 360 mm. Again we have given number of teeth on pinion. You can see here number of teeth on pinion 20 and 30. So write down number of teeth of pinion, or you can write on pinion, that is nothing but T1 is equal to how much? 20, and T3 is equal to 30. So, sorry, pinion is a T2 and T4. So this is nothing but the 20 and T4 is equal to how much? 30. Right. After that, we have given number of teeth on spur wheels. So you can write number of teeth on spur wheel. That is nothing but T1 is equal to and T3 is equal to, right. So T1 is nothing but the 75 and T3 is a 90. So here 75 and 90. Okay. So we have calculate the all load. Now we have given here the two load and two efforts, right? So that is also given data. So when P is equal to 90 Newton, okay, at that time W is equal to 1800 Newton, and when P is equal to 135 Newton, at that time W is equal to how much? 3150 Newton. You can see here W is equal to 3150 Newton. Now they are asked about the first A, law of machine. So we have to find out the relation of law of machine. Okay. Second thing, B is nothing but the effort, what it said, probable effort to lift the load, right? So here effort is how much for lift load of 4500 Newton. C, what is C? Efficiency of the machine in the above case. So here efficiency is equal to how much, right? After that, maximum efficiency of the machine. So here D, N max is equal to how much? So we have to find out this four terms. Now law of machine. First thing, law of machine. So we know very well, law of machine equation, right? Law of machine equation. So what it is? It is a P is equal to mw plus C, right? So this is our equation number 1. Now we know the value of P and value of W, but we have two values of P and two values of W. Now take that value. So here now substitute the values of P and W in equation 1. So in this equation आपल्याला काय करायचं, P च्या दोन्ही व्हॅल्यू पुट करायच्या आणि W च्या दोन्ही व्हॅल्यू पुट करायच्या. So you will get the equation like this. 90 फर्स्ट P ची व्हॅल्यू m, इथे W किती दिलाय आपल्याला 1800 न्यूटन, बरोबर, प्लस C, राइट. दिस इज आवर इक्वेशन 2. आणि अजून एक P ची व्हॅल्यू काय दिलेली आहे, दॅट इज नथिंग बट दी 135 इज इक्वल टू m into W किती दिलाय 3150 plus C. This is equation 3. Now we get the two new equation here. Now what you can do, we can subtract this equation 2 from equation 3. So you will get the value of C, right? So see here. Now subtract equation number 2 from equation number 3. So here your equation number 3 is 135 135 is equal to 3150 m plus c. This is your equation 3. And equation 2 is 190 is equal to 1800 m plus c. This is your equation 2. Now this equation subtracting from equation 3. So here minus, here minus, here minus. Now here you can see this plus c minus c will get cancelled. 135 minus 90, that is nothing but the 45, is equal to, right, 3150 and minus 1800. So 0 minus 0, 5 minus 0, 5, here 11 minus 8, 3, and 2 minus 1, 1. So you will get the equation like this: 45 is equal to 1350 m. So now you can find out the value of m, right? So here m is equal to 45 divided by 1350. Now do this calculation. This will be nothing but the 1 by 30. So this is the value of m. So here to get the value of m, that is nothing but 1 by 30. Now once we get the value of m, we can find out the value of c by using the value of m in equation 3 or 2. So now substitute the value of m in equation 2, whichever you want. कुठल्याही एका इक्वेशन मध्ये टाकू शकता, 2 मध्ये टाका किंवा 3 मध्ये टाका. Now here we can write, now substitute the value of m in equation 2. So what is the equation 2? That is nothing but the 90 is equal to 1800 m plus c. Now 90 is equal to 1800 multiplied by 1 by 13 plus c. So here 0 will get cancelled. 3 6 18. So this is the 60, right? So you will get the equation like this: 90 is equal to 60 plus c. So this 60 goes towards the left side. Here it is the plus, and in the left side it will be a minus. So 90 minus 60 is equal to c, right? So value of c is nothing but the 30. So now you get the value of m and you get the value of c. So this both value you can put in a equation number 1 here. Then you will get the law of machine relation or equation. So now here put the value of m and c in equation number 1, right? So our equation number is 1 is plus c. So here value of p we don't know right now. Value of m we know, that is nothing but the 1 by 30. W we don't know right now. So value of c is the 30, right? So this is the equation for law of machine that we have to find out. So this is our term first we have calculated. Okay. Now what it asked us, second term, that is b. What it said, effort is how much when load is, how much load is 4500. So how we can find out? Now just we have find out the value law of machine equation. In this equation we have to put the value of w and you will get the effort. So here for that you can write now here substituting the value of w, that is nothing but 4500 Newton, in law of machine equation. In law of machine equation means in this equation. Okay, or you can say in the law of machine equation or equation start. Okay, or you have given the name equation 4. Okay, so we have to put the value in this equation, value of W in this equation. So now write out that equation. This equation, that is the P is equal to 1 by 13 and the value of W is nothing but 4500 plus C. Right. So now do the calculation of it. You can see here 0 0 will get cancelled. Then 3 1s are 3, 1, 3 5s are 15. So it will be 150. So here you can see P is equal to 150 plus here value of C is nothing but 30. Here 30 we have equation. So here 30. So P is nothing but 150 plus 30 is a 180 Newton. So we have calculated the value of effort required to lift the load. So you can write a sentence: 180 Newton effort required to lift load of how much? 4500 Newton. Now third thing we have to find out, what we have to find out, efficiency for above cases, means we have to find out the efficiency for both the cases. So now fourth thing we have to do, we have to find out the efficiency. Third thing we have to do, we have to find out efficiency of machine in the above case. In the above case, in what case we have given, for that we have to find out the efficiency. So for this case, means for this case we have to find out the efficiency. So here for efficiency we have a formula: mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio into 100. Right. So you can see here efficiency is nothing but the mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio into 100. So velocity ratio, we don't know the value of velocity ratio. We don't know the value of mechanical advantage. So mechanical advantage we can find it by using the equation like this: W upon P. W we know, that is nothing but 4500. The value of P we know, that is the 180. So you can find out the mechanical advantage. So do that thing: mechanical advantage is equal to 0 0 will get cancelled. So here 450 divided by 18 is nothing but the 25. So value of mechanical advantage is 25. Here we have find out the value of mechanical advantage. Now second thing you have to do to find out the velocity ratio. So now we know that velocity ratio for double purchase trap winch is nothing but velocity ratio is equal to L upon R into multiplied by T1 by T2 multiplied by T3 by T4. So this is the formula for velocity ratio. Now we know the value of length of handle, we know the value of radius of load drum, we know the value of T1, T2, T3 and T4. Put all this value in this equation and find out the velocity ratio. So how we can find out it? So just wait a minute. You can see here. Now we have to find out the value of velocity ratio by using the formula L by R multiplied by T1 by T2 multiplied by T3 by T4. So here here velocity ratio is equal to the value of L is nothing but how much? 360. Value of R is nothing but 80 multiplied by value of T1 is a 75. Value of T2 is a 20 multiplied by value of T3 is a 90 and value of T4 is a 30, right? So here 3. So do this calculation. After doing all this calculation, you will get the value of velocity ratio. So do this calculation in your calc. I hope all of you can operate the calc. सगळ्यांना calc operate करता येत असेल कारण की तुम्ही मॅथ मध्ये ऑलरेडी calc ऑपरेट करताय. फिजिक्स मध्ये प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह केले असतील इन प्रिवियस सेमिस्टर. मॅथ आणि फिजिक्स मध्ये calc ऑपरेट केला असेल. सगळ्यांना calc येत असेल ऑपरेट करता कसा करायचा आहे तुम्हाला माहिती असेल. त्या calc मध्ये तुम्हाला हे सगळे कॅल्क्युलेशन्स करायचे आहेत. देन यू विल गेट द आन्सर. सो युअर आन्सर विल बी 50.6. दिस इज द वेलोसिटी रेशियो. नाउ यू कैन सी हियर आता तुम्हाला व्हॅल्यू मिळाली आहे, मेकॅनिकल ऍडव्हांटेज मिळालंय, वेलोसिटी रेशियो मिळाली आहे. देन यू कॅन इझिली फाइंड आउट द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ efficiency, right, by using the formula of efficiency, that is nothing but mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio into 100. Now put the value of both here. Then efficiency is equal to the value of mechanical advantage is 25, the value of velocity ratio is 50.6 and 100. So do this calculation in your calc also. Calculation kara 25 divided by 50, that is nothing but so see here just wait a minute. See here what formula we have. Efficiency is equal to mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio. So value of mechanical advantage is 25, we have taken here, right, and value of velocity ratio is 50.6. here you can see multiplied by 100. Now do the calculation. 25 divided by 50.6 is nothing but the efficiency is equal to 0.494 multiplied by 100. Now efficiency is nothing but the 49.4%. So this is your efficiency. So third term we have calculated here, but efficiency, actual efficiency is okay. Now last thing we have to find out, that is nothing but the what we have to find out. We have to find out the maximum efficiency. So you can write maximum efficiency of the machine, efficiency of the machine is nothing but the, we know the formula for this. We have discussed the formula for this, so we also know that त्याला माहितीच आहे. काय माहिती आहे? maximum efficiency of the machine, maximum efficiency of the machine is nothing but n max or efficiency max is equal to 1 upon m into velocity ratio into 100. So ही टर्म आपल्याला already माहित आहे. So now we know the value of m and we know the value of velocity ratio. So now easily we can put the value of m and velocity ratio in this equation and we will get the maximum efficiency. So आपल्याला सहज आता काय maximum efficiency फाइंड आउट करता येईल. कशी फाइंड आउट करता येईल? फक्त काय करायचे आपल्याला व्हॅल्यू पुट करायची इक्वेशन मध्ये. कशाची व्हॅल्यू? m ची आणि velocity ratio ची. So here you can see here n max is equal to 1 upon m into vr into 100. So here value of m is nothing but the 1 upon 30 and value of velocity ratio is 50.6 multiplied by 100, right. Now see here. So after calculating this term, you will get, so do this calculation in your calc, or you can write this term like this, 0.93 into 100. So this much या सगळ्या टर्मचं जे कॅल्क्युलेशन आहे ते तुमचं येईल 0.593. You have to do this calculation in your calc multiplied by 100. Now see here, again do the calculation of 0.593 into 100. So that will be the 59.3%. So maximum efficiency is nothing but the 59.3%. So here is the fourth answer. So here our problem is complete. So now we are going to discuss about the simple screw jack. So till now we have discussed the 5 machines. Total we have 8 simple lifting machines. That is nothing but the simple wheel and axle, double wheel and axle, then worm and worm wheel, single purchase crab winch, then double purchase crab winch, and now we are going to discuss about the sixth machine, that is the simple screw jack. So here you can see what simple screw jack is said. It consists of, on right side you can see the figure, and what it said, it consists of a screw. सिंपल स्क्रू जॅक म्हणजे एक स्क्रू आहे. स्क्रू जॅक तुम्ही बघितलाच असेल, जसं तुमचं फोर व्हीलर वगैरे किंवा टायर तुम्ही काम करता, तर तुमचं काय टायर बाहेर काढण्यासाठी आपण स्क्रू जॅक यूज करतो. तो फिरून फिरून काय गाडी एका साईडने लिफ्ट करतो आणि मग टायर रिपेअर करतात, टायर बाहेर काढतात. बरोबर, तुम्ही बघितलं असेल फोर व्हीलर त्या फोर व्हीलर गॅरेज वरती. ठीक आहे. सो इट कन्सिस्ट ऑफ अ स्क्रू फिटेड इन अ नट which forms the body of the jack. The principle on which a screw jack works is similar that of the inclined plane. So here you have one screw, right, and which is fixed to the this body ला फिक्स केलेला आहे हा स्क्रू, आणि इथे काय करतो आपण, तो रोटेट करतो खाली वरती. ठीक आहे. Figure shows a simple screw jack which is rotated by the application of an effort at the end of the lever for lifting the load. Now see here, हा जो स्क्रू आहे तुमचा, ठीक आहे, हा जो बोल्ट आहे, हा काय होतो तुमच्या त्याचे नट दिलेले आहे. इथून पण याला आतून कशी असतात, थ्रेड्स असतात, राईट. हियर यू कॅन सी दिस मशीन इज ऑल्सो हॅज द इनसाइड internal thread, and this have a outside thread, right. So when we are applying the effort here on this handle, म्हणजे जसं आपण हे रोटेट करतो, बरोबर, तर काय होणार, हे स्क्रू एक तर इन्सर्ट होतात, आतमध्ये जातात, अदरवाइज वरती शिफ्ट होते. डिपेंड्स इन विच डायरेक्शन वी आर अप्लाइंग द एफर्ट, कुठल्या डायरेक्शनला आपण एफर्ट लावतो. ठीक आहे. सो जेव्हा आपल्याला तुमची कार किंवा हे लिफ्ट करायची असते, तर यू हॅव टू लिफ्ट मूव द डायरेक्शन इन अँटी क्लॉकवाइज. सो दिस स्क्रू विल गेट द अपसाइड. बरोबर, वरती गेल्यानंतर काय करतो आपण, टायर बाहेर काढतो आणि परत क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शनला फिरून ते टायर लावल्यानंतर जागेवरती सोडतो. बरोबर आहे. सो वी हॅव टू अप्लाय द लोड ऑन दिस हँडल. After that, now consider a single threaded simple screw jack. So this is the single threaded screw jack. So let's see some terms for this. So L is nothing but the length of effort arm. So here this is L is nothing but the length of effort arm. म्हणजे जे पण effort आपण अप्लाय करतोय त्याची length from the center. After that, P is nothing but the pitch of the screw. W is nothing but the load which is lifted, and P is nothing but the effort applied to lift the load. So this is the terms which are used in a simple screw jack. So now see the relation of a simple screw jack. So here you can see, we know that distance moved by effort in one revolution of the screw, that is nothing but the 2 pi L, which is similar to the double purchase crab winch and single purchase crab winch. After that, distance moved by the load. So one pitch is nothing but the distance moved by the load. So this P is nothing but our pitch. Okay, so we can now find out the velocity ratio. How? We know the equation for that. It is the ratio of distance moved by the effort to the distance moved by the load. So here distance moved by the effort is nothing but 2 pi L, and distance moved by the load is nothing but your pitch. So here P. Okay. So once you get the value of velocity ratio, this is the value of velocity ratio for the simple screw jam. Now you can see here mechanical advantage is nothing but the W upon P, that is as usual we are using load upon effort, and efficiency is also as usual mechanical advantage divided by velocity ratio into 100. So in this equation you have to note one point: the value of P, that is effort applied, may found out the relation. So we can find the value of P by using this equation, that is nothing but the W tan phi plus alpha, or alpha plus phi. Here W is nothing but the load lifted, tan alpha is nothing but P upon pi d, and tan phi is nothing but the mu, that is coefficient of friction. So we can use this equation for find out the effort required. So as I told you, velocity ratio ची प्रत्येक टर्म for every machine ही कशी असते, वेगळी असते. So now we get the velocity ratios term for this is nothing but the 2 pi L by P. So we have to apply this in the numericals. So in the next lecture we will discuss the what problems in a simple screw jam. Thank you.